Hello, friends and fans. It's Michael Pierce with MichaelsHealthAnswers.ca, and this is day 2 of the Healthy Lifestyle Challenge. And welcome back. I'm going to be a little bit more organized today, a little bit more thorough. This is all about sharing with you bits and pieces of the information that got me on my path to daily improving health. I don't know what your plans are for this New Year's, but now that you're into 2015, you might want to start thinking about taking a little bit better care of you. There's only one vehicle you have to drive yourself around this wonderful thing we call life, and you need to take care of it. I don't know where you are in your health journey. I don't know whether you're in the best shape of your life or the worst shape of your life. But let's face it, all of us could and should and will want to feel better if we thought it was something that was achievable. So I'm not going to guarantee miraculous results, but what I am going to guarantee is if you start learning about your intake. And what I mean by that is if you start becoming more aware of what you're putting in your body, what you're getting out of it, why you might or might not want to consume more of it, and start making educated decisions, you'll slowly and steadily improve your intake. And during that process, by increasing the quality of your intake, you can decrease the amount of food you need to consume, and that will slowly start to decrease the size of your waistline. I actually lost 4 inches off my waist before I'd lost my first 10 pounds, which is pretty good because I had a 48-inch waist and it was kind of hanging over the belt at that point and needed to punch some more holes or do something. So I did something. If that's where you're at, I can help you. The things I used, the things I did, the things I went through will all leave clues to you and for you if you want to speed up your own journey on the road to health. So one of the first things I like to do, and this goes back to the routine I talked about yesterday, I start my day at 3:30 in the morning. I get up, I drink fresh water, I put 2 tablespoons of yogurt in a bowl. I put 10 grams of Immunical, a wonderful fresh whey protein that comes vacuum sealed, ready for me to rehydrate, for it to be fresh for me to eat. I go out and do newspapers for 3.5 hours. I get back to the house about 7:45 in the morning. I have my second single supplement because research has shown if you consume a high quality protein within 20 minutes of exercise, you'll build more muscle. I'm living proof of that result, and Immunical, the whey protein that I like to take every day, has a proven benefit of 13% improvement in muscular performance. And the results I am sitting in front of you with to share today, from the big guy in the back there that weighed 280 to the little guy sitting in front of you that weighs about 185 pounds today. If that sounds like a big difference, 105 pounds it is, but actually I'm down 130 from my biggest at 310. Turns out when you're really, really big, you hide from the camera, and I don't have any good pictures of me at 310. There's one of me floating around in a suit just under 300 pounds. It's pretty big, but yeah, I don't have any huge Mikey pictures, but the one behind me on the wall serves as a daily reminder of what I had become and what I never want to be again. Not that being overweight is the worst thing in the world, but it can be. For me, it caused me to have a heart attack at age 46. And I'm sitting here today saying that that was partly because of choices, partly because of genetics, partly because of habits. I fixed the habits. I'm making better choices, and the genetics, well, just the lottery you have. So I now have 4 stents in my heart, which allows my blood to flow properly, and I'm now down to 2 pills a day because of my healthy eating regimen. So if it sounds like you might be able to learn from my experiences. I had dangerously high blood pressure. My heart was beating over 100 beats a minute. At one time, my blood pressure was 180 over 120 regularly. I'm now down to 120, 125 to 55, 60. My heart beats at between 55 and 60 beats a minute, pretty low normal. Wow, I feel great. I can't tell you, can you remember the last time I was sick? I get sick like 3 days a year, and sick for me means a runny nose and a cough. Maybe I'm sneezing for 2 or 3 days. That's it, and it's out of my system, and I am on back to ever improving health. If I include the 6 days I spent in the hospital, I may have been sick, ill. I was never, except for those 6 days in the hospital, having my stents put in and getting a repair job done medically. taken any time off work because of illness in the last 6 years, period, and haven't had a runny nose or sniffle for more than 3 days, haven't gotten truly sick, haven't been bedridden, haven't had hacking coughs, haven't been feverish, haven't. If you want to be healthier, you might want to look at what I do. I'm a guy that was 100 pounds overweight, and even though I'd lost half of it before my heart attack, I kept on the regime. I kept taking the supplements. I kept increasing my exercise while decreasing the garbage in my diet. One of the first things I did was took pop out of my diet. I don't drink a lot of pop or juice or those sort of things unless they're low sugar and yeah, good for me. I like pure clean water. I like some coffee. I have a coffee, then a water. There's a little bit of balance going on here in my intake. If you're going to drink acidic things like pop or coffee or sugary juices or anything processed that comes in a bottle or a jug, you should be balancing that equally with fresh filtered water. Like I talked about yesterday in my talk, it becomes brutally important over time for you to make sure that the water you consume is pure, and that will balance out the negative fillers, sugars, fructose, all the other things that they put into drinks today that you may or may not need. It's not that you can't have these things, but you can't have these things unless you balance them with water, and maybe in some cases like the bottled pop, you should just completely eliminate. There's no good reason, there's no food value, there's nothing worthwhile from it if you need to burp. There's something called bitters. So that's Michael Pierce. This is my second 90-day healthy challenge lifestyle update, and I hope you learned something today. I hope it excites you, and I hope you want to come back tomorrow when we have some live people in the audience putting up their hands. I will take question and answers after these sessions, and if you show up, I will answer a question, one for you, every day when you show up. So come, put your hand up and say, I have a question. I'd like to improve my health, and this is what it is. I will try to answer it. If I don't already have information about it, I will find you the information. One of the things nice about working with a medical research company is if I'm completely stuck and books on my shelf while I'm sitting here don't have the information, I can call medical professionals and people in the field, people that have lived, eaten, and breathed this stuff for over 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, some cases, and get answers. It's really cool. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy your day.